passion. I hope for the stage whether I'm cooling or thrashing. Cracking the concoction created by me. When read, you read. E equals a D-O to the C. Knowledge and the talent that my mother had born to her equals an artist that won't be worn. What is that, Dre?
It's the formula.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Mother's Day to everyone. This is Big Sam and Nephews. Once again, I have our series of podcasts each and every week. And we also have, we have our panel of sports experts. My nephew, Javier.
What up?
You're one of them, the other nephew, Parker.
Hey, what's going on?
Part of the nephews, and then I also have Nathan Marlow. He's an old friend of mine. Come on, Nathan, you know me about, 40 years?
More than that, probably 45, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well,
so basically my whole life.
I was about to say the same thing, right?
Yeah. And I also have a good friend of mine from Minneapolis. Now, everybody's in different locations. Now, my nephews are in Atlanta, in the greater Atlanta area. Nathan's in Sacramento. I'm in Fresno, California. Nathan's in Sacramento, California. Tylan Ward is in another. How long you know me, Tylan? About 25 years?
Yeah,
longer than that?
Probably about, since I was about 19, probably about what, 26 years?
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago, too. God damn, boy.
Yeah.
Well, I've been in.
Go to hell, Sam.
I've been in touch with a lot of people in my life, through the years, and I've coached some, different. I started out coaching. Did I coach? I coached in California for a hot minute or two, and then I moved to Alaska, and I coached up there. I coached girls softball, and we were talking about girls, being insensitive. Quick story. I had coached two of my cousins that my cousin lived up in Alaska, and he had a daughter and two sons, and all of his kids were all athletically inclined. They were very good in sports. The two girls were great athletes. So anyway, I coached a softball team, and I'll never forget one Sunday we had practice because we had to get ready for the playoffs and whatnot. And my little cousin, I had a shortstop, second baseman combination of sisters, right? Cousins of mine. So anyway, the one cousin at second base just couldn't get it together. And I said, what is wrong with you? And didn't understand. So what happened was at the end, when we all went back to my cousin's house. And so at that time, my daughter's mother had to talk to her and found out that the girl was on her period. And I was like, ooh, okay.
Man.
So that just threw me for a loop. I was like, oh. So then I had to understand. I had to get a sensitivity, real quick sensitivity course, because of that situation, so that I understand, And then the other thing was, I never forget when I lived in Minneapolis. No, I still in St. Louis Park. And remember Hoop It Up, Tylan?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, they did Hoop It Up downtown, where Target Field is at now. Yeah. But it used to be the parking lot. They clear all the cars out, and they have a bunch of hoops in there and everything. So anyway, long story short, so my daughter came there, with her little buddy, junior high school friends and whatnot. Well, I was way in the corner, watching a game. I was telling them to do security is what I was doing, So anyway, they called me up from way in the corner on the radio and said, "You got to come quick." So I had to run all the way back across. I mean, probably
It's a long
10 courts to like court number 1. And I got over there and they said something's wrong with Sable. And I was like, what? So I didn't know what was up. So anyway, long story short, she started her menstrual period that particular game that day. Right? And so I was like, oh man. So anyway, I had to buy everything. They sold out, gym clothes and shorts. So that's what it was doing. I had to buy her that. And then, and she was so embarrassed. So I was embarrassed for her too, because I didn't know. But luckily, fortunately, the girl she was engaged to, she came and she always brought extra whatever. And so she actually was so kind, and she brought her in the bathroom up there. So she had to change it out. So then in the end, she said, well, I'm going to go to so-and-so's house. So of course, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, sure. All right. So I didn't want to, so, and then of course, they had a couple other embarrassing situations because she had a job working in a drugstore out in St. Louis Park. And we sleep right around the corner from a Costco out in St. Louis Park. Not Costco, Sam's Club in St. Louis Park. It's closed now, but anyway, we were in the store, right? And of course, me and my big mouth, I said, "Oh, honey, get these right here. There's a 64 pack." Wrong answer.
Hey, yo, Sam.
Hey man,
wrong answer.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, man.
We've all
been there.
Followed a sensitivity training that I've needed more than my fair share. Yeah, something that I guess we all go through. Different reasons. Had my mom to kind of ease into that kind of thing, but it's. I'm kind of happy that it seems like, since we're on the topic of women's sports, it's getting a little bit more, if not big time, palatable to the public, right? Recognizable. I mean, even some of the big WNBA stars, when I think that we've talked about this before, I think that league is struggling. I really think, and we talked about lowering the rim like 3, maybe 6 inches, right? To bring in the dunk. And I've been a big advocate. I've been, for the last 20 years, I think that would have been a great marketing ploy. And just the other day, I saw, a news special where they brought in some WNBA players, some former, some present, and asked, hey, from a marketing perspective, to increase the ooh-ah factor, because, who watches the games and gets excited? It's the youngsters. And they love to see somebody get screamed on, slammed on, kind of thing, right? So if you brought that in, but to the player, they all said no. Nope. They wouldn't want
that. No.
To their credit, a lot of these girls now are getting up there just as high as some of the guys now.
There is some that's that thing, man. They dunking that thing.
No, you gotta think about it. It's at least, I'll say 5, maybe 6 that I can count off the top of my head right now that I can probably get up there and yam it with the best of them.
They can do it. They can slam it, but not with the best of them. Here and look, I'm for everybody's rights, everybody's, growth or whatever. Whenever I see a dunk in the WNBA, it looks labored. It's just, here's the rim and it's kind of thing, none of that stuff, right? But if you brought my neighbor's dog just came over to say hi. Wait, if you brought the rims down, just 3 inches or 6 would be better, but let's say 3 inches. You'd see more of that, and it wouldn't seem so labored, and they would look like, I don't think they're gonna look like Michael Jordan doing it, but they'd look more like the average NBA player or college player is getting up there to throw something down to make a statement, right? That's what it's all about. It's just 2 points, but you make a statement,
But see
What?
the other
You're down there, I'm up here, I'm flushing, and you just been you're gonna be the wrong end of a poster, of a highlight poster next week, kind of thing. You see, and I really think that would help. Uh, with some of the ooh ah factor for the young people.
Can we just let
Right.
them play
but
slam
Right.
ball? Just let them play slam ball. They'll be okay.
but see the other side of that is the new dunk is the three is a new dunk now. Even in the NBA, the three is a new dunk. So like you gotta think about it. These girls are out here actually probably shooting better than half the guys in the league.
Do that.
Mm.
And
Hey, you see the white girl for Iowa.
She's
yeah,
You know
bad,
what I'm
man.
saying?
she
Yeah, I
Caitlin.
see.
she's eating up Steph Curry.
I seen a
She's
lot of
like,
people want to tune in. A lot of people, friends I knew, they were like, "Yo, man, I'm finna watch that Iowa game, man. I'm finna watch that." Everybody wanted to watch that Iowa game, just to see her
she's
just come
bad.
down
Like
over half court, throw up one and hit all day.
normally I watch
She's
you
kind
know
of
I
like
watch
Bird,
I,
Yep, she is like a bird. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I
She's
mean, for
just
me,
great.
like I watched the women's basketball. I watch college women's basketball probably more than I do WNBA. But like this year was probably the most I've actually watched.
Right.
Just
Right.
from the factor of what I'm saying. Okay, what is South Carolina going to do? What is Iowa going to do? What is LSU going to do?
But
Like
but not to cut you off, but I am going to cut you off. Do you think that it was all because of the race factor?
no, not for me, not at first, because you got to remember that came after.
They made it like
It,
that after.
Yeah, because I heard about it during the season, because what's the young girl, Flajay Johnson, or was it Flajay Jackson or Flajay Johnson? I know her name's Flajay. She's a rapper who got signed to Rockefeller Nation. Angel. You know what I'm saying? I've been hearing about them throughout the year, but I mean that really didn't come to a head until after the tournament. Like during the tournament, like it was just like, yo, okay, what is Caitlin Clark going to do? What is South Carolina going to do? Like we had so many different storylines to where the race really wasn't there at first. That only came after. Homegirl was just like, hey, you need to ring me, which
Right.
which I love. I
Well,
love it because
the other thing is
if
that
you're gonna be great, be great. Talk it.
No,
but
but
there was so much. Go
hold-
ahead.
I was gonna say, that wasn't really towards Caitlyn or nothing like that. That was towards the media. So a lot of that stuff that the girl from LSU that she talked about was not towards the other team at all. It was towards the media, and she made it well known that, hey, look, you guys say that we can't do this because other girls look like me and they can't be great. Other girls are this, other girls that. And she just put them on blast, and then that's when the media just went even more bananas. Was like, oh, well, you're a thug now. Oh, well, your team is
Oh,
this.
is it?
Is, they
But
they
see,
did
but see
the
that,
regular
that
mo, and then that's when they put the black versus white from Iowa to LSU. And then, oh yeah, we would really love to see Iowa win. They deserve it. They have a lot of seniors and blah 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 and all the BS. And it's like, no, they still got to play the
but see
game.
the third aspect came from actually wasn't racial motivated at first. It actually came from the head coach of South Carolina. She's the one that said it at first. That was like, oh,
Yeah,
well,
John
they
Staley.
play.
She,
Yeah, John Staley said it
she
at
put them on
first. He was
blast
just like,
too.
yo, they some thugs. They this, they that. So truth be told, it wasn't really more racially motivated. It was just somebody else saying, you know what, they play like some thugs. They don't play the game the right way. You know what I'm saying? So
You know,
hey,
I do know what you're saying, and I'd like to add a slight caveat and then get back to the topic. But Don Staley, as I remember, wasn't too terribly difficult to look at.
She is now. Oh, sorry, set that
Is
out.
that the one?
Yeah,
Yeah. Clearly, all right. She all right.
Sure, all right.
yeah.
All
she
right.
good. She
All right.
cool.
Yeah. She a grown woman, boy.
Whole
Grown
grown
woman.
woman, a
That's all
whole
I know.
grown woman, a whole.
And the last time I checked,
Okay.
Don Staley wasn't as nice as she is. Well, she's still not nice, but
No, she
she
ain't
she
nice.
was aggressive. She was aggressive back when she was playing.
I was about
You
to say she
see,
was a point guard. Point guards are never nice, man. Shoot.
Can't be
Exactly.
nice.
But what's the little cutie pie that retired because she felt more pressure,
Ooh, that's
about her
that's the Notre Dame chick.
That's right. She did.
Candace Wiggins.
No,
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 no, no, no.
the 10. She's a 10, bro.
She is
She's a
12 and a
10.
half.
Oh, the
She's
girl,
a
the
12
girl.
and a half.
Wow, you right.
Yeah, the girl that played at Notre Dame. I can't remember her name.
Yeah.
Diggins. Wait.
Diggins.
Skylar Diggins.
Right.
Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins.
Is she out of basketball now?
Skylar,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Skylar.
she stopped playing.
She
I thought she
retired.
was still playing.
No. She stopped. She stopped because she was like, the pressure. Again, it goes back to a couple of weeks ago that you missed, bro. But anywho, it goes back to the pressure of being homosexual. So she was like, it's.
Yeah, she's straight.
She's super straight. She didn't want to do none of that. And they go in the locker room. They basically trying to molest her. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, "Nah, I ain't doing all of that."
That's tough.
I mean, I mean, either way it go, just like if a dude is in, professional sports. I mean, I could probably tell you that half these dudes probably whatever, which is float your boat. But we all look at it as being a certain kind of way. Oh, you can't be in the football. Yeah, athletes is you can't be gay. You can't be this as a man in this kind of sport. So one way is like it's accepted to be, a lesbian, and the other way is accepted to be, you have to be straight in the men's sports, and you have to be lesbian in a woman's
Or
sport.
you have to portray the role of being straight. Because but what's going to happen is as time goes by, more and more guys are going to come out of the closet.
Yeah, that's been in the closet for years.
I don't want to bounce any things out there, but I will say this, that there is a certain portion of society in professional sports that the guys are gay. Look at Diddy. They're exposing him now, big time. He don't want to come out.
That's not really all that new.
Not at all. That is not new to me.
Right. So he's trying to keep it hidden, but not doing a good job of it.
Oh snap!
But anyway, I want
let it go.
I want to do about face topic. I want to talk about the Lakers and the playoffs.
Of course.
The Lakers came through, and they won.
Hey man, and I just want to say this before we get started. You know what I'm saying? I stay low. You know what I'm saying? I stay humble this whole playoff. But it would be nice to have a Boston and LA reunion one more time, because you know what I'm saying. Like,
that would be a rating.
Everybody all year.
Ratings for that.
Everybody all year has just been dogging us all the way out. But it would be dope to have a Boston LA series.
It could very well happen.
To really put the top team at the top, because we 18-18. Both teams got 18 chips. Like, we got to break the tie somehow.
Is it 18 chips?
From
I thought it was 17.
That's
I'm sorry,
the story.
17. We got to get to 18. My bad.
That would make a good storyline, true enough, because it's, who's going to end up with 19, right? First. But I think from the league standpoint and from the network standpoint, from the league standpoint with the network ratings in mind, it's more media market size, right? Next best thing would be LA versus New York. That's the perfect match.
That's never going to happen.
That's one market versus you can't lose. And they'd be praying that it went 7 games, because they just be raking it in. Boston is a good media market size, right? And then the East versus West thing plays. So
Well,
that would work.
Well,
But
and the other thing, and this is just my own opinion, I just think this year is Denver's year. They have the best team in all of basketball.
that's what I keep hearing.
You know, they just do. I don't think Miami or Boston can touch Denver. And I'll tell you what, with Denver, I see the series maybe going 6 games against LA. And I'm a Lakers, I'm a diehard Lakers fan, but I'm also a realist. I gotta tell the truth. I just don't see the Lakers doing it. I don't see them doing it.
A lot of things have to fall in line for the Lakers to win.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
A lot of things have to fall in line,
bro.
Because AD has to
Sleeper,
play good. LeBron has to play good. You have to play defense on Murray. You have to let D'Angelo Russell has to go get 15 to 16 points. Schroeder has to get 15 to 16 points a game.
Right.
There's a lot that has to happen.
Too much has to happen right for Lakers to make it happen. And I just personally, as much as I like the Lakers, I got to be real. And it's like, no. I just don't see
But can it be done is the question.
Who thinks that this is LeBron's? I don't think this is his last year because I believe he'll come back whenever he decides to hang it up. He'll come back for one, what do you call it, departing tour season, kind of swan song season, right? Get all the rock.
Well, the one thing I'll tell you with Golden State, they had problems from the start. I mean, they struggled. Sacramento, they struggled with that series big time, man.
Yeah.
Struggled. They couldn't, and then you seen, and of course, you saw Jordan Poole go his behind.
Jordan Poole. Boom.
That's why he got punched in the face.
Right.
That's exactly why he got punched in the face.
Yeah, and so it's just like, man, dude, but the Golden State has to make some changes for sure. And I think one of the changes they got to do, you have to get rid of Jordan Poole. You paid him a lot of money last year.
You got to shop.
But
A lot.
I think what happened is that it went to his head, and you know how a young guy thinking that he's the star of that team. It's not. He is not the star of that team. It is.
The three. The original three.
It's Curry, Eaton, and it's Klay Thompson's too.
Yeah.
But see, that's why a team like the Spurs, you know what I'm saying, were able to dominate for so many years because they had players that played within their roles. You know what I mean? You gotta play in your role. You gotta exceed your role. You know what I'm saying? You don't get your money, but just play your role. And a lot of times these young dudes, they come in, they get them checks, and they're like, "Now I'm the man because I got a check." You know what I mean? It's like, no, you got to check because what you can do for us, but don't overstep your bounds. You know what I mean? Like, learn how to respect the guys that have taken us here. You know what I mean? So, and fill in where you fit in. And after 3, 4, 5 years, you might be the man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gracefully go into that.
And the other thing, with Draymond Green right now has an option on his contract for $27 million. So I don't know if he's going to he's not going to get that money from anybody else.
No.
So he might as well just stay in Golden State.
Out here.
Get to $27 million.
Out here on KNBR, the big question for a couple of days was, will LeBron walk out of that contract and go play in Tinseltown? Because him and LeBron, I mean, I don't know how, after he tried to give LeBron that vasectomy, they said they're real tight. They're real tight.
They are tight.
They all been cool.
Hey, that's gonna have to make you tight. We gonna
Hey,
get that shit done to you. We gonna either be best friends or
it could be a Kobe Ron Artest situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could be a Kobe Ron Artest where Kobe's trying to go for the 5th on the back-to-back. You know what I'm saying? And Ron Artest at the time, but see, here goes the difference. If you want to play defense where Darvin Ham hasn't played defense, you need some more toughness. What they have right now, you got Vanderbilt, who's tough. That's about it, though. But that's the tough ones. You know what I'm saying? That are tough. If you bring in
Schroeder,
but he's no. But I'm saying like tough, like Draymond, like
dog,
ain't going back. Yeah, Schroeder, I'm not saying he's not, but I'm just saying you want to have some more dogs. That's gonna be, hey, this is your role specifically, a Rodman type, one of those types, and then Draymond, he can explode. If Draymond wanted to get 25, he could get 25 anytime he wanted to, and that's crazy.
Not his game though.
That's not his role. He knows exactly what he needs to do. So if you want to pay him $15 million, what you gonna do? Because he knows exactly how to do it. He knows exactly, and he communicates well. Where LeBron doesn't have to. He could take all this other pressure off LeBron, defensively, offensively.
You think he'll go?
No, I hope he does.
Well, there was some talk about him about Draymond going to the Lakers, but the problem is the Lakers don't have $27 million to give him.
Nope.
I think they can free up some cap. They got some moves that they can kind of free up.
Yeah, but who would you move?
And
Lonnie Walker. You move all the dudes that you play. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you can't move D'Angelo Russell.
Move a couple of guys. But I mean, you got Mo Bamba that you definitely gonna get rid of. That's some money right there.
Yeah.
You got. I mean, Lonnie Walker. That will hurt the depth that we built. But I mean, you can move him. I mean, Hachimura. God forbid that we lose Hachimura. But I mean, he is an option. He's another option that you can probably say, hey, look, thank you, but thank you for your services. But we're gonna move on. To Dre, because Draymond Green brings a certain element to. Let's just think about it. Let's just think about what we have right now, and if you plug Draymond Green into that, it will just make us better. Because look at the next series that we're about to go into. Outsides like Vanderbilt, like now you're just up and down. Now you're iffy with everybody else. If you plug Draymond Green in there, now we can take out Jokic, and then everybody else has just played their parts. So I mean, that's really what you're missing. If you're going to go into next year's. Well,
Jokic is probably one of the best, if not the best, basketball player in the league.
Oh, of course.
But he just is.
But it's not about stopping Jokic. It's about limiting Jokic
other people.
And don't let anybody else get over 15.
Yeah, because Murray's gonna get his.
Yeah, right. That's the thing, is that these guys like Gordon. I was watching Denver's game the other day, and I'm sitting there like Gordon hitting threes. Hitting threes.
Yeah.
Consistently, I think he hit like 2 or 3 in a row, and I'm like, ooh, that's dangerous. If he hitting threes, everybody's stepping out of their game just a little bit, and it's working. That's a dangerous thing.
And
that's what it is. Like Denver, and Michael Porter Jr. too. I'm like, I'm watching him like he just missed this.
He grown up. He grown up, bro. He is growing up.
I mean, I think the Lakers played something similar to what they played against the Warriors. Just tweak it a little bit, because realistically, like you can't double Jokic. Like you cannot double Jokic.
That's too good.
Because everybody else will make you pay.
So you will have to like push him out and then make him face you, and not drive the basketball, because he's the dad bod guy. Like he's just gonna work you down into his position. You just really have to just limit him. Like if you can just limit him and make him make a fadeaway shot, I mean you have a chance.
Right.
But I just don't think I don't think AD that does not have the power to go.
He doesn't.
He doesn't possess that to go one-on-one with Jokic.
He'll get him in foul trouble. He'll get AD in foul trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the advantage of having a 280-pound center. You know what I'm saying? That's the advantage. Like, you got a 280-pound center.
It's so impressive though. The guy, the Jokic, just like seconds he's sitting there watching, looking where everybody at. Boom, boom, boom. Can I pass it there?
At his own pace.
You know what I'm saying? And he works that clock, bro. That dude, he's a real smart player, man. It's crazy to be blessed with that.
Right.
I think I've only seen him play a couple of times, but I don't think he's as efficient on the other end of the court.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can make him a liability on the other end. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you have to take advantage of him.
Yeah.
Well, and in the other series, with Philadelphia and
The Knicks.
and not the Knicks. No, the Knicks are out.
Celtics.
The
Oh,
Celtics. That's garbage. That is a garbage. That whole East Coast is garbage compared to the West. Garbage.
it's been like that for a long time because you have more people back east. Basketball is the #1 sport back east, so you have more
Right.
basketball players. And I can't figure out. I mean, players get drafted. You can't just sign them wherever you want to, but it seems like it just seems like it should level out because the West has been a much better conference for probably the better part of 15 years.
Right.
Now,
Just about. But I
Well,
mean, the Celtics. Just watching the Celtics tonight or earlier today, the Celtics are sneaky. They like Jalen Brown and then Tatum. Those guys are still legit. Like they will give you 25 apiece if they really wanted to. Like JT just went off of 51 today. And I mean, they just went on like a 25, was it like a 25-8
Yep.
run?
Yep.
against
Like
Miami.
Now 8.
No, against the Sixers. They was game 7 today.
The Sixers, they're trash.
No, okay.
Trash.
We say they trash, but like that's still a legit team though. I mean,
yeah, but they're still trash, man.
I mean, they get paid to be in the NBA, so that I'm just saying, if you allow the Celtics to get hot at the right time, which I think is happening, if they are able to get to the finals, they're gonna be a dangerous team. Because they play defense. Like now, granted, it's sometimes it's sometimes it flip flops. But like when they lock in, they lock in.
But again, I go back to my original statement that I believe that Denver's the best team in all of basketball right now.
I agree with you. I do have to give it to you, but I still have hope that the Lakers will figure out their defensive prowess and make it happen. I mean,
I don't. You know what? I'm a diehard Laker fan, and I'm really surprised that the Lakers got this far.
I ain't surprised. Come on, you seen the trades. We knew it was going to happen. As soon as I heard Vanderbilt was on the team, that we picked him up from the Jazz, I was like, oh yeah, that's a good pickup. Because I mean, that's what we needed. We need to get rid of Westbrook, which thank God we got rid of him, and we needed to get rid of the other guy that went to Chicago. I forgot his name already. The little guard. So I mean, once we got those pieces added, like I knew we were going to make a run. Now, how deep? Yeah, I mean, we can be surprised all we want, but like when you catch that fire at the right time.
Well, they got hot. LA got hot at the right time is what happened.
Yeah.
Again, you just can't count LeBron out.
So what do you think? The Lakers, you're a Laker fan. You think LeBron plays one more year or plays past that?
He'll one more year.
I think what's going to happen with him, he's going to play past. He's going to end up like a Tom Brady and play into his 40s
for a little bit.
Into his 40s.
Now, is he going to play in LA is a different question. I mean, he still says he wants to play with his son.
Really?
Yeah, his son's going to USC next year.
Right.
So then he's going to the draft the year after that. So
which he's not ready.
Years.
Not ready. Nah.
I have to see what he does during the college season. If he no matter what he does in the college season, he's coming out regardless.
Right.
But,
you're right. But, and they're going to sign him because he's LeBron's son.
I'm just curious as to how he's going to develop during the college season. Is this college experience going to develop him, or is he just going to kind of wash it up and just say, "Hey, look, I'm going to be a lottery pick anyway, so I'm just going to do what I want to do."
Correct.
But being with this kid, Isaiah Collier, playing with Isaiah Collier is going to actually help him I think it's going to help him develop. Isaiah Collier from here in Atlanta, and he's one of the top guards.
Right.
So being with him,
he is the real deal.
No, he's the real deal. That kid is a baller. But he and LeBron playing together, I think, will kind of give Bronny a little bit of hey, look, let me get juiced up a little bit. Let me turn my defense up. Let me work on my game. It's just gonna be interesting to see what he does, coming out of the college season next year, and seeing if he's going to develop to be a outstanding NBA player. Because regardless of what happens, he's going to be good.
Okay. How tall is he?
About 6'3", 6'4" now.
So he's a guard. Well, he's done growing. If he's not going to grow any taller.
No, I think he has like one more growth spurt. I think he might max out maybe at like 6'6", 6'7".
He's a senior in high school?
Yeah, he is a senior.
They were ahead.
I want to say he's 6'4".
Yeah, he'll get one more. Yeah, he'll get one more. He'll get one more until he's about 20. You start growing at about like 21, 22.
6 minutes.
Right. When you stay healthy,
Yeah.
you can keep growing.
Yeah, he'll keep growing. Yeah, I kept on growing.
Yeah. LeBron kept growing, didn't he? When he got
He was 6 coming straight out. He was about 6'6".
Yeah, he was about 6'6", 6'7",
and
then he went to 6'9".
Yep.
So he kept
Now his
growing.
other son's already 6'6". So
Yeah, and he cooking.
And he's cooking. I just seen him a few weeks ago up here in that EYBL.
And he cooking.
We was seeing him online. It was like,
Cayenne cooking too. Cayenne cooking.
Yeah, that kid's gonna be cold.
Yeah, Cayenne cold, bro.
Your daddy the king, boy. You better turn out to be something.
Nah, but see, that's the thing. You think that Bronny's gonna be the best, and you start seeing Bryce. You start seeing Bryce come up. You like, oh crap. He got the handle. He got the shot. He could jump. He could defend.
That's what's up.
He's a defensive player more than his brother is.
Right.
Yeah. His brother's a point. His brother's a good guard though. So Bronny's a good guard. He lets the game come to him. He could shoot. He could play off of everybody. He doesn't have to be like, I'm gonna be the stud.
Right.
It's a little different.
They gotta find hobbies or stuff to do.
Right.
Or read or want to do other stuff. Yep.
Y'all think that LeBron gonna try to stay in as long as he can to be on a team with his son, or at least help him get in on a team?
I think he's trying.
Yeah.
I think he's trying.
Yeah, he will. I mean, after that, I'm wondering how long he's gonna stay in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bronny has to be a one and done though.
Yeah.
He has to be a one
He
and
will.
done.
He will.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. What I'm afraid of, I'm like, his game is not ready for the NBA yet. He's a good prospect, but he's not going. He's gonna be like Scottie Pippen Jr. You know what I'm saying? Just he wasn't ready yet. And remember, they all played together. They all played together.
Right.
Kenya Martin Jr.
Yep.
If y'all watch Kenya Martin Jr., Kenya Martin Jr.'s son Kenya Martin Jr. can hoop. Yeah, he can play like his dad. But Scottie Pippen is short. He's only 6'2", 6'3". And so he doesn't have a lot of different stuff. But Bronny is like, so they was all on the same. So I just think that it'll be that situation where, you know what I'm saying, they'll keep you on the squad, but you ain't going to play yet.
Right.
You might as well go to the G League and go hoop for a year. And then come back out, do a one by, what's the boy? Whatever the talk.
Oh, I was going to say, you talking about the kid from Paris?
Yeah.
The French kid.
Yeah, you know he's top.
That kid coming out.
Yeah, he's
a monster. Wembayana?
Yeah, Wembayana.
And he's
He a monster. 7'4".
I was about to say like 7'3", 7'.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey,
yes.
and was killing Rudy Gobert, killing Rudy Gobert already, killing Rudy, like killing him, for real, like killing him. I'm like, man, you killing the defensive player of the year. You killing this dude.
Mm.
He over there, man. Shoot,
Gotta go to school.
Yeah, they brought him over. He played for who he played for?
Nah, he's not here yet.
Oh, yeah, he was supposed to.
He plays in the French league.
Yep.
The top French league over there in Paris.
Right.
So he's going to be. I mean, just based off of what he was doing to the Ignite when he came over for the exhibition game, like he was killing these guys. Like it was almost unfair of what he was doing. You know, I think he had like 25. I think he had like 25, 10, and something else.
You go back to your
So
the server.
We need a rim protector. We need another.
Control Alt Delete. There's
So what about that guy from
Control C to stop it. That way you can see. Control C in there.
For where?
So it's
The guy from the big guy from Purdue.
Oh, he too slow. He can check with Jokic, but he too slow.
Yeah, so just do a PSEF.
Too slow.
Yeah, because they're going to move him out. Because if you take him, you got the young kid from France. He going to cook him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that everybody in their mama wants that young boy from France.
yeah,
It's really his game is the new game now. It is the new game now. He'll step out there on you and fire up those threes like it's no tomorrow.
Wow.
And make them.
Yeah.
So this will be server Emma, whatever is that. I cannot see.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey,
Yes, sir.
I was gonna say we got about 5 minutes. I gotta jump on a call for work. I actually gotta work.
You know what? We'll just shut it now. Now, can we? What about next week?
Something.
Are we good for next week?
Yeah. We go for next week.
I don't mind it.
We'll shut it down now, and then we'll pick it up again next week.
Yeah.
I want to thank Nate,
Server.
My pleasure.
Nathan Marlow for coming on today. Also want to thank you, Javier, Parker, Tylan from Minneapolis. Thank all you guys. Great job. We'll have to continue this conversation next week. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool next week because I don't have to work. I got to work on Saturday, but not Sunday. There's a hip hop concert in town. Who is it?
Hippity hoppity.
Rick Ross. No, Rick Ross. T.I. and the Yin Yang Twins.
Oh, he's a real.
What Yin Yang Twins? What Yin Yang Twins?
Hey, coming the Yin Yang Twins? I don't know.
Damn.
But anyway, they're coming to.
It has to be the Yin Yang Twins because you just can't pull that out of your memory right there.
nah, yeah.
You're lucky I did pull it out of my memory. But anyway, well,
Yin Yang in the thing. Yin Yang in the thing.
Yeah, they're.
I put some Yin Yang outro features on, man. That's what I'm about to do. Yin Yang in the thing.
Yeah, they sold about 6,000 tickets. So for Fresno, California, it's a big deal.
So you're right.
So,
well, you got Rick Ross, you got T.I., and you got the Yin Yang Twins all in one concert.
Yes, sir.
I might have to book me a flight out there.
Boy, somebody about to get beat up and shot.
Yes.
So anyway, we'll come back next week, guys, and we'll resume this conversation. Big Sam, nephews, please subscribe.
Yo, Lakers and 6. I'm already calling them.
You call them Lakers and 6?
I'm tired of being humble.
You're dreaming. I don't think it's going to happen. I'm a Lakers fan. I don't see that. I see Denver as the best team in ball or basketball, but we'll resume this conversation next week. How about that?
All right.
Yeah.
Let's
Gotta
do it.
go. Thank you all. See
I'll see
you
y'all.
next week. All right. Bye-bye.
All right, guys.
Percolate, first boot on, do it, no time to wait. Make it work with your wet t-shirt. Bitch, you gotta shake it till your calf muscle hurt. Say the heels on your feet, the strap around your ankle. Call that bitch Bojangles. Juice it like fruit or a douche like Cooper Bill. Loose and get loose on the goose for real. Get your ass a table dance. If you got G&D and bring a friend.